Hello and welcome back to my channel, and welcome if you're new here. My name is Jen. I'm a certified weight loss and nutrition coach, and today we're going to talk about 15 mistakes that are common when trying to lose weight. So if you're excited for today's video, give it a big huge thumbs up. And if you're new or you haven't yet subscribed, I'd love to have you here. Hit the subscribe button and click the bell right next to it so you never miss a single video. Down in the description box, you will find nutrition coaching. I offer personalized to you macros and calories. Highly recommend taking advantage of this service. That way you know how many calories you should be eating every day to lose weight, maintain your weight, whatever your health goals are. If you want to chat with me directly, I offer one-on-one coaching as well. Links, discounts to all my favorite healthy things are also down in that description box. So let's jump into 15 common mistakes when trying to lose weight. Losing weight can be hard. Sometimes you feel like you're doing everything right and you're just not making any progress on the scale. You may actually be hindering your progress based on outdated information that you've been given as far as advice, or maybe outdated information that you're reading online. So today I want to share 15 common mistakes that actually hinders you from losing weight. Mistake number one is only focusing on the number on the scale. I have said this time and time again that a better indicator of how healthy you are, as well as how you're doing on your weight loss journey, is taking your measurements, how you feel moving around, how your clothes are fitting. All of these things sometimes play a bigger part than that number on the scale. Our weight is influenced by so many different things. First of all is fluid retention. That can come from additional sodium. It can come from working out super hard and being sore and your muscles retaining water, and even how much food remains in your system. And in fact, your weight can fluctuate up to 4 pounds in a given day. If the scale's not moving, it's very possible that you're losing mass or fat, but you're just hanging on to some additional water or some additional fluid weight. When this happens, your clothes may start to feel looser, especially around your midsection or the area that you carry most of your weight. You may also feel lighter, and you may also be lighter on your feet when it comes to day-to-day activities, as well as getting in your workouts. Measuring your waist with a tape measure is another fantastic indicator of progress that has nothing to do with the number on the scale. Number two is eating too many or even too few calories. Yes, not eating enough can hinder your weight loss. As we know, a calorie deficit is required for weight loss, but there is only so much of a calorie deficit that you should be in that is considered healthy and sustainable. For many, many years, we've been told that being in a calorie deficit of 3,500 calories per week equals 1 pound of weight loss. As we've progressed in science, we're realizing now that this varies from person to person, and this set number of 3,500 calories isn't the same for everyone. You may feel like you're eating too many calories when in reality you're not eating enough. And you may feel like you're not eating enough calories when in reality you're eating too many. This is where having your personalized macros and calories done is absolutely essential, and tracking your calories in even a free calorie counting app like Lose It or MyFitnessPal is the way to go. That way you know exactly how many calories you're eating by tracking all of your food. I will link the Lose It app down below. That's the app that I use to track calories and macros. And just as a point of reference, if you are consuming a diet of less than about 1,000 to 1,200 calories per day, when you see that scale moving, it's not fat that you're losing. Chances are you're losing muscle, lean muscle, the muscle that we want on our body that makes us look healthy, lean, and strong. So again, make sure you're not eating too many calories or too little. Number three is not exercising, or on the flip side, exercising too much. When we're losing weight, it is absolutely inevitable that we will be losing some muscle along with fat. But if you don't exercise at all throughout your weight loss journey, and pro tip, you don't have to exercise to lose weight, it is all about how many calories you're consuming, you're more likely to lose muscle mass. And again, this is lean muscle mass, the muscle mass we want to hang on to. In contrast, if you do exercise, and it doesn't have to be hours and hours of sweaty exercise in the gym, it can simply be taking a walk or moving your body a little bit more. You minimize the amount of muscle that you're losing, and you'll end up losing more fat. You'll end up weighing the same as someone that doesn't exercise, but you would have retained or even built your lean muscle. And remember, trying to force your body to burn more calories and lose more weight by excessively exercising is not healthy, and it is also very counterproductive. Number 4 is not lifting weights, just solely focusing on that calorie burn with cardio. Performing some type of resistance training is essential to weight loss. In fact, studies show lifting weights is one of the most effective exercises you can do to not only lose weight, but to maintain and gain lean muscle. In most people, a combination of both cardio and strength training is the way to go. Number 5 speaks right to my heart, and that is choosing low fat or diet food. Processed foods or diet foods are what's considered to be the go-to when trying to lose weight, but in reality, these can do the exact opposite. Many of these foods are loaded with sugar, unhealthy processed chemicals and foods to make them actually taste better so that you want to eat them while you're trying to lose weight. For instance, 1 cup of low-fat yogurt with fruit on the bottom, fruit mixed in, can contain up to 47 grams of sugar. Rather than keeping you full, these types of foods will most likely keep you hungry and less satisfied. So just choose the full-fat option and just eat less of it. Number 6 is a huge one, and this is overestimating the number of calories that you burn during exercise. Spoiler alert, the calorie burn on fitness trackers like the Fitbit and the Apple Watch are not accurate. People believe that exercise just boosts your metabolism, when in reality, it has very little impact on your metabolism. Normal to overweight people significantly overestimate the number of calories burned during exercise, and then they allow themselves the freedom to eat additional food throughout the day. Most of the time, not healthy options, because they burned so many calories during their workout. One study shows that individuals burn 200 to 300 calories during their workout, yet their fitness tracker, or what they're estimating for their calorie burn, was well over 800. Now, when you're doing this and you're compensating with additional food, you're taking yourself out of a deficit, and that can be why the scale's not moving. Number 7 is not eating enough protein, and this is something else that I talk regularly about on my channel as well as with my coaching clients. Getting enough protein in while you're trying to lose weight is essential. Not to mention, protein is proven to help you lose weight. It can reduce appetite, increase your feeling of fullness, increase your overall caloric intake, and increase your metabolic rate. And this also helps protect the loss of muscle during weight loss. Not only is strength training important, but eating enough protein and rebuilding your muscles and maintaining your lean muscle is equally as important. In a 12-day study of individuals that consumed at least 30% of their overall calories in protein, on average 575 fewer calories throughout the day, because the protein kept them full and satisfied. Number 8 is not eating enough fiber. This is something else that I've spoken about quite regularly. It's important to consume soluble fiber or viscous fiber. This actually retains water, which keeps you full and satisfied. This gel-like formula that is created moves a lot slower through your digestive tract, so you're generally kept fuller for longer. Make sure as a woman you're consuming at least 25 grams of fiber every day, and as a man you're consuming 35 grams of fiber. Number 9 is eating too much fat if you're following a low-carb diet. Ketogenic and low-carb diets can be effective for weight loss. Studies show that they tend to reduce appetites, which generally leads to a weight loss. However, many of these low-carb or these ketogenic diets do not limit the amount of fat consumption that you're consuming during a day. Make sure that if you are following a ketogenic or a low-carb diet, that you're just eating a moderate amount of fat. You still want to keep your macronutrient profile as even as possible when reducing your carbohydrate intake. Make sure you're choosing healthy fats, not processed fat. Number 10 is eating too often, even when you're not truly hungry. For years and years and years, we've been told to eat every 2 to 3 hours to control hunger and maintain our metabolism. Unfortunately, this can lead to consuming too many calories during the day. If you're simply eating every 2 to 3 hours just to eat every 2 to 3 hours, stop doing that. Make sure that if you are consuming any meal or snack, it's because you're truly hungry and you're trying to fuel your body. On the flip side, make sure that you're not allowing yourself to go hungry and to be excessively hungry. That leads to overeating eating in the next meal or snack. So make sure that you're eating well-balanced meals throughout the day. And when you're hungry, make sure you're eating. Number 11 is having unrealistic expectations. And this happens to all of us at one point during our weight loss journey. If you're overweight or obese, it's naturally expected that you're going to lose weight a little bit more quickly. But these are the same individuals who stop their weight loss journey 6 to 12 months in. Make sure you're adjusting your expectations to a realistic and modest goal. Don't go in, even if you're overweight or obese, planning to lose 2 to 5 pounds a week. A healthy amount of weight loss is half of a pound to a maximum of 2 pounds per week. So again, just make sure your weight loss goals are realistic. Number 12 is not tracking your food in any way, shape, or form. Eating healthy, nutritious foods is a fantastic strategy for losing weight, but you can still overeat these healthy and nutritious foods. What's more is you might not be getting in the amount of protein, fiber, carbohydrates, and healthy fats that are needed to maintain a healthy lifestyle and see the scale move. The only way to get an accurate picture of how you're doing on your journey is to track your food. Again, I will link Lose It down below for you. That's my choice for tracking. I find it is aesthetically pleasing. There's so many food options. It's easy to use. So just make sure that you're utilizing some form of tracking, whether it's in an app, on paper, but make sure you're tracking. Number 13 is still drinking sugar. Soft drinks, sweetened beverages, juices are loaded with sugar. Even 100% fruit juice on the label is still loaded with sugar and can be considered unhealthy. 12 ounces of unsweetened apple juice, so 100% juice, still contains 36 grams of sugar. And what's more important is that liquid calories do not trigger your brain to feel full. So you can easily overconsume calories in the form of liquids. Make sure you're eating your calories, not drinking them. And if you're someone that likes a glass of juice here and there or a sugary soda, just make sure you're consuming them in moderation. Number 14 is not reading nutritional labels. Failing to read nutritional labels at all or not reading them effectively can lead to unwanted calories, unwanted sugar, and unwanted unhealthy ingredients. The packaging makes foods look healthy and appealing, but until you actually read the nutrition label and the ingredient label, you don't really know if this 100% whole wheat is actually full of fillers or if it is 100% healthy whole wheat. Number 15 is not eating whole single ingredient foods. One of the worst things you can do for weight loss is eat a lot of processed foods. This is because of their negative effect on your gut health. It can lead your gut to feeling inflamed. You can retain a lot of water. Processed foods do not keep you full and satisfied, and they trigger your brain to crave more processed foods. So the best solution for weight loss is to focus at least 80% of the foods that you're consuming to be whole, single ingredient foods, and then filling in those gaps 10 to 20% with foods that you love that may include those processed foods. So these 15 common mistakes can really hinder your weight loss. So make sure that you're following these tips and tricks to see the most success on the scale. If you enjoyed today's video and it helped you out, make sure you give it a thumbs up. It really helps out my channel and just lets me know what type of content to keep putting out for you. Also, if you're new or you're not yet subscribed, I'd love to have you here. Hit the subscribe button and click the bell next to it so you never miss a single video. Check out the description box down below again for nutrition coaching, the Lose It app, as well as all the links and discounts to my favorite healthy things. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.